In times of crisis, many small business owners wonder if it's okay to start using social media to reach their customers, or if it's okay to continue using social media to sell their products and services. If this sounds like you, stay tuned, because in this video, I'm going to share with you how to use social media to reach your audience, make a meaningful connection, and continue selling your products and services tastefully without putting off your prospects. Hi, my name is Jennifer Majori, and I'm the founder of Catalyst Branding and Business Consulting. This video was brought to you in partnership with Sparklight Business. While it might make sense to take a beat and let everybody regroup, being present to your customers through social media might be more appreciated than you realize. Here are my do's and don'ts for using social media in challenging times. First, if you're not already using social media, it is okay to start using social media in times of crisis. Figure out where your customers are, start with one platform, learn to use it really well. Focus on providing value and support and great customer service before you start selling. Do be prepared for crisis, especially being involved in a crisis. Have an established chain of command. Who will be your spokesperson? That could be a business owner, it could be a GM, it could be a PR contractor. The last thing you want, though, is to have multiple people running around releasing messages on social media or to the press. Make sure that you have that established chain of command and just one designated spokesperson. Next, decide who will create your holding message. Your holding message is just a brief message acknowledging the issue, even if more information is forthcoming. That might be released to the press and published to your website and your social media. Do some research and figure out where your ideal customers are hanging out online. You'll be able to figure out where there are concentrations of those people on different social media platforms. Establish a presence there, start developing relationships with those prospects and customers now. It's great for brand awareness, it's great for sales, but it's especially great in times of crisis if you're already there, ready and waiting to provide them with useful information when they need you the most. Do adjust your expectations for results and return on investment. Be prepared to invest more in your sales and marketing teams and to put in more effort to capture less market share. If that means doubling down on ads or adding more people to your social media team to get the same results, do that. You might find that your prospects are not ready to make the same commitments or long-term commitments that they once were. Do rethink your messaging. Aggressive sales and marketing tactics when your prospects and customers are operating in fear and worry is not just distasteful, it doesn't usually work, especially in the long term. Think and talk less about yourself and your products and services, and think and talk more about your customers and what they need. Provide them with more of the information and the solutions that they need to move forward comfortably. Do be present on social media. Make sure that you are answering your comments and your private messages promptly, and if you're experiencing any kind of shipping delays or back orders, make sure that you're being honest with your customers about what's happening and how you're resolving those issues. Your customers would much rather have the short-term disappointment of hearing honestly what's happening with those issues than the long-term disappointment of being strung along or just not hearing from you at all. So last but not least, if you are scheduling content, so if you are using the scheduler that is native within Facebook, or if you are using a platform like Sprout or Hootsuite, make sure that when crisis strikes or something big is happening in your local or national news, go in and take a look at what you have scheduled. Just very coincidentally, sometimes some of that scheduled content can seem in poor taste, or it seems like it is commentary on something that's happening in the news when it was never intended that way, but you just want to be very careful. Get in there and check out that scheduled content. Make sure it is still relevant and it's still appropriate. All right, let's talk about the don'ts for using social media in times of crisis. While you might feel under pressure to get a message out, make sure that you don't rush. Typos and knee-jerk reactions aren't just unprofessional, they can close businesses. Make sure that you take your time, get a second pair of eyes, remove the emotion from your messaging, take your time before you get that message out. Timeliness is important, but don't rush. Don't go dark on your social media pages. In times of crisis, sometimes we want to kind of shrink away and disappear. It's hard to know what to say or what to do. It's not just unprofessional to leave our customers hanging. You might leave the impression that you've gone out of business. Make sure that you don't leave your customers feeling abandoned. Even if you're just there to let your customers know that more information is coming, make sure you don't go dark. And last but not least, don't panic and don't cause others to panic. You have this great opportunity to stop marketing and selling struggling and pushing so hard, and to really focus on developing a relationship and being a leader for your audience. You might be surprised how often your audience is really looking for that steady hand to hold, that calming voice. You can definitely rise to the occasion. Don't panic, be the calming force that your audience needs. Balancing your business needs with the realities we're all facing in times of crisis is never easy, but using social media in a time of crisis is really an opportunity to connect with your audience in a meaningful, heartfelt way. Be honest, be helpful, provide your audience with leadership and support and the optimism that they really need in this time. Your customers are going to reward you with loyalty, and they're going to remember how you made them feel for a very long time to come. Did you find this video helpful? Give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more.